Hello again. Still here. All right, let's get into it. It says in Matthew 6:6, but when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So one more time. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So, first question, what does it say? Where does Jesus tell us to go when we pray in this verse? Okay, second question, what does it mean? Jesus is teaching about our motives. What is the danger of only praying out loud when people are watching or listening to us? So, what's the motive? Why is it dangerous for us just to be praying out loud when people can see and hear us? Discuss. All right, let's dig a little deeper now. God is described as unseen, but he sees what is done in secret. How does it make you feel to know that God is paying attention to you even when you are completely alone? How does that make you feel that God is watching you even if there's no audience around you? Okay, we've got a word watch here. We got this word reward. It says, then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. What kind of reward do you think comes from having a secret, private prayer life? Okay? When we have a private prayer life with God, what kind of reward are we getting from that? What does he mean? All right, talk about it. Okay. Does this verse mean it is wrong to pray in a group at church before a meal with a family or something like we're doing now? Why or why not? So based on the verse, is it wrong to pray with your family, pray youth group, pray like we do here? Yes or no? Why? Okay. Do you find it easier to pray out loud in front of others or silently by yourself? Why? Okay. Why is closing the door, both literally and figuratively, like putting away your phone or tablet? So important to have a real conversation with God. So why is it closing the door, putting down that phone, tablet, when you pray, so important to God? And finally, action step. I'm going to challenge you to find a quiet prayer spot in your house. I have a friend of mine named Jeff, and he had an apartment, he had a roommate, and one roommate, they shared a room, one roommate, the other roommates had their own room. But Jeff made his own quiet prayer room out of his closet. He had clothes up high, but then he put like his sleeping bag on the ground there, so he had like his little prayer corner that he would use. I want you to find your own prayer spot in the house, and then talk to God honestly how your day went. If you had a great day, tell God you had a great day. If you had a bad day, tell God you had a bad day. He knows, but he wants to help you. He wants to hear it from you. He wants to hear from you. All right? Leaders, you know what to do with the time you have left. All right, see you later.